Hi, it's Malcolm here. This is a quick demonstration on how to set up the grey horse bot with Adrian's greyhound selections. As I have mentioned, Adrian's greyhound selections are actually backs and lays, and they both come down in the same file. But what I suggest you do is consider doing two things. Either one is just using the lays or the backs, or setting two bots up and having them separately laying and back in. That way you can see the results better and you can see what's going on. But I'm just going to show you how to set it up and how we would do it with the backs only. So basically what we need to do is, first of all, you'll need to go into the Grey Horse Bot members area and find the bonus, which is in the bonus area. Scroll down, find Adrian selections, and then you will find this key which you need, which you can't see here because I'm obviously not showing it, because I don't want everybody to see it. You've got to be a member to be able to get the selections. Anyway, so you get that key, and then you go back to the Grey Horse Bot. Right, the Grey Horse Bot must be in manual select mode. If you don't know how to do that, just simply go to Action, Bot Configuration, and change it here. If you're in Auto Select, just change it to Manual Select and follow the instructions. Okay, but we're already in Manual Select, as you can see. Okay, right, so now we need to go and set up our options. So we go to the options screen. Okay, and if we just bring this over, I will try and show this all in one screen. I'll move it. Don't forget to have your event type as Greyhound. Your API rate can be, anything really. It doesn't need to be great, very fast. You can have it right down here. It should be fine, 3 to 10. Anywhere along those lines. So we don't need trading. We do need the session. That's if you're in paper trading. We're not in this particular example. We want to start betting 60 seconds before the off, because that's when most money comes into the greyhound market. We've got it set to wide odds of 6 or 4 or whatever you want to do, because the prices do tend to move quite quickly in the greyhound market. So especially because a lot of money comes in the last 60 seconds, so you might want to widen your odds so you get a better chance of getting a match. If you don't mind, it might be worth putting that up to 8 or something like that. But do remember that will increase the odds that you're going to accept. If in the case of lay selections, if you're set to 10 and you select a wide odds of 8, that's going to take you up to somewhere like 12, somewhere around that. So be careful about that. Okay, no in play, no ladder stakes, no Dutch-in, no non-runners, and no horse form. So we don't need to touch anything else. Okay, what we need to do is come down to the settings, or your stake settings. Now, as you may already know, there's a back and lay section with Grey Horse Bot. Now, because these selections are coming down from a CSV file, it's worth changing these so that you won't get a bet no matter what happens. You shouldn't anyway, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is, if you don't want to lay, okay, and you only want to back, set these down to say 1.01. We're going 60 seconds before the off. We're not going in play with greyhounds, so there won't be a selection at 1.01. Set the 1.01 trigger there, set this to stake and set that to 0, and then it's never going to make a lay bet whatever happens. Okay, if we go over to the back settings, if we go, so in this case I only want to bet on the back settings, so I'm going to use stake 10 pence or £2 or whatever you want to do. I would put this right up to 99 because we want to capture everything. Okay, and that's all you have to do. If you want to do the lays as well, I would suggest going to liability. So your maximum liability might be £5, and you could put your odds trigger range to 99, in which case you'll still get a bet within £5. I don't think there's many lays that come in at 99, but if you want to capture everything, it might be worth doing. As I said, if you don't want to, make sure you turn that back down to 1.01, change that to stake and change that to 0, and then you won't get a bet whatever happens. Okay, so we've set our stakes up and everything. So we go OK, And now what we need to do is go to the session file, which is server tips. We bring that down to here, just so you can see it's got to be set to CSV. Use my option settings, make sure you've got that, and you might have to enable if it is not enabled. Make sure you use my option settings, that's so important. You don't need to check every 5 minutes, just check every 20 minutes or 15 minutes. There's no need to check every 5 minutes. Adrian normally puts these on at midday, somewhere around that, and they don't go off normally until after 6 in the evening, so, or certainly after 5. So it's worth, just checking every 15 or 20 minutes. And once they're loaded onto the bot, they're loaded, so there's no worry. So we need that URL, so we go back here, we highlight the URL. You can either go Control copy on your keyboard, or click and copy on your mouse. Go back and then Control V, or right mouse click and copy, or paste with your mouse. Getting that a bit fumbled up, aren't I? And go OK, and that's it. That's all we have to do. It's all set up, so all we have to do now is go Start, go OK. We're in live trading mode. Wait a few seconds, and down come the selections. Now, just so you know, if you double click on these, or any one of them, the betting screen will come up, and as you can see, there's actually 2 runners in this race. One Bitview Spike is a back selections, and you can see there 1.02 to 99, which is what we selected, and Crash Dummy is the lay. Now, as you can see, there's no stake selected, and they're the odds, so you're not going to get a bet. But if you really want to be safe, just turn it off. Okay, you don't really need to do that, and you see 60 seconds before the off. But if you want to feel dead safe, just untick it. But you shouldn't need to do that at all. Okay, and go OK, and there's the selections for the day. And that's as simple as it is. If you leave the bot running now, it will just download the tips every day, exactly to your settings. If you don't, just reset it every day and it's fine. And that's it. Okay, thanks for watching and good luck with those selections. Goodbye.